All right, so I'm going to teach you how to make a data table on Microsoft Word. So the first thing you need to do is obviously open up Microsoft Word. And once you get in there, you'll get a blank document looking something like this. Now, in order to insert a data table, you need to come up here to Tables in the top. And once you click on that, you'll want to come over here to where it says New. Once you click on New, it'll give you this drop-down menu where you can select how large you want your table to be. All right, so depending on what experiment you ran, that is totally going to dictate how big of a data table you want. So I'm just going to make a 4x4 data table for now, and once I click on that, you will see it pop up there on your document. So once you come over here, you can put in your headings. Let's pretend like I was doing a plant experiment and I had plant 1, plant 2, and plant 3. I had 3 plants and I was letting them grow for 3 weeks. So here's going to be my measurements after week 1, my measurements after week 2, and my measurements of their height after week 3. All right, now obviously yours is going to be totally different depending on what you did, so you're just going to have to tweak yours however necessary depending on what your experiment was. Now, let's say you want to put all of these in the middle. See how they're kind of all set to the left side of their specific boxes. If you highlight all of this and go back up here to Home, you can click on this Center button and it will center everything within their boxes. All right, I'm going to go back to my Table Layout tab here so I can kind of see all of the things that all the features that I can do within my data table here. So now I'm going to say that this was 2 inches after week 1, then it was 4 inches, and then it was 6 inches. And I'm just going to make up numbers for the rest of these as well. All right, you're obviously going to be filling in with the information that you gathered from your experiment. All right, so there you have it. That's how you're going to make one. Now let's say that, oh whoops, I actually ended up having 4 plants. You can come up here to the top and you'll see all of the different options that you have. You can add a row below, and that will add this in here. So, oh, I actually had 4 plants, perfect. Here we go, add in plant 4, and you can add in all of their numbers. All right, let's say, oh, I kind of messed this one up. Plant 2 actually wasn't a real thing, so you can come up here and you can do delete. And when you click on delete, you have a few options. You can either delete the row, you can delete columns, you can delete the whole table. I'm just going to delete that row, and you'll see that it kicks it right out of there. Now, I'm going to put that one back in there because I actually did have a plant 2. All right, so back here in my data or my table layouts, you have all of these different things, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can kind of play around with them yourself. If you want to make this a little bit fancier, you can drag in that bottom right hand corner and make it a little bigger. If you think it's going to be easier to read, you can always come back here and make things bold, make the text a little bit bigger. One other thing I want to show you in table layout is if you come over here to this Align tab, when you do Align, the one that I like to use is this Center. That's not only going to center the words in the cell, it's also going to put them in the absolute middle of the cell. I think that looks kind of the sharpest. I'm trying to think if there's any other features that you would really need to be able to use. I don't think so. You can play around with these as you see fit. You can play around with the thickness of these lines, and you can make it different colors if you'd like. Remember that this is all going to be submitted electronically for the most part, so if you want to put it in different colors to make it look fancy, by all means do so. If you have any other questions, please just let me know, and I would be happy to answer them. Hopefully this helps, and I'll talk to you guys later.